To begin with, you need to have your Microsoft Outlook open. You'll come up to File, and Data File Management. This will open up the Account Settings box. The Data Files tab here should already be highlighted. If it isn't, ensure you select that. Then you will click Add. This opens up this new window asking what type of storage. Go ahead and use the Office Outlook Personal Folders file. You don't want to use one of these older ones because we are not using the older styles, and it will not be compatible with that. You go ahead and click OK. The Save Location box will then open up. By default, it opens up where they are all saved. You can choose where you want to save your PST. You can either have it in your documents, your desktop, or a network location. We're going to go ahead and save this in a network location, and we're going to create a new folder and call it PST Files. We're going to save it in that new folder, and then we're going to name it My PST, and then click OK. Now you can name it whatever you want, but you want to use a name that's easily remembered, as well as saving it in a location where you remember, so that way you can navigate to it. After you save it, you'll have this other box that opens up, and with another name here. You'll want to give that a name that has meaning to you too. I would not use a password here. You can password protect the file, but if you forget it, it is very difficult to get back in. So the best practice is to not use a password at all. Now you'll see what happens as soon as I click OK. If you look over here and see these other folders, you'll see this new file, this Jeff's Files, that opens up there. And you see it pop up right there. And you see it here now also. Now the other thing you can do is you highlight that file and then you click Set as Default. Go ahead and accept the changes. And now all new mail that comes in will be delivered into that file, and it also moves that file up to the top of your tree. Now inside your new file you just created, go ahead and close the account settings. Now inside the new file you created, there's just a few default ones in there. You can go ahead, right click, select new folder. You're going to put them in Jeff's Files, and you give the folder a name. So if I want a file for all my emails from Bob, I can name it Bob and click OK. Same thing, can make a new folder. I'm going to put it in Jeff's Files, and for all my email correspondence about travel, I'm going to call that one Travel. And you see it comes in down there. And that is how you create a PST. It is important to note that all of the mail that is saved in this folder is saved in that disk location and is no longer on the Exchange server. So if you move to another computer and launch Outlook, you will have to map to that PST file.